Welcome back to Happy Place Creations, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to make some heart coasters and a holder to hold them in. I thought I would do the edge in this beautiful red rose. And for the filler, I'm going to use this laser paste that is suitable for epoxy resin and UV resin. And it's beautiful. You'll see when I mix it up. And then I thought once it was cured that we would decorate the front with this beautiful sticker tape that I have. I thought we'd pick out some and we'd put it on to decorate it because these are individual, and I just thought we'd have a little bit of fun. So let's get to it. First, we're going to color our edges with our rose red. And I like to put a little bit in the cover, especially with these deep containers, because you don't know how far you're dipping in your brush. And we don't want to get excess powder, because we're going to have to clean up anyway. But because the static is what I'm saying. Let's start with this one. Let's just move these right out of the way for now. And then we just put our brush and then we just color the edge like so. Isn't that pretty? And this is what I mean by we're going to have to clean up. It's inevitable. So I'm just going to go around all of 4 of these coasters and just color this edge nicely. And how is everyone today? I hope everyone is doing awesome. This is just a little simple video today. I thought we'd just do something different. I try to bring different videos out each time instead of the same old stuff. After over and over and over. I like to have a different variety of things. If anyone has any suggestions, please put it in the comments. I hope you're all getting my thank you suggestions for my drawings. However, do be cautious of any body out there that's trying to benefit from my drawings that's not in it. And the communication should be between you and I only. I will contact you myself. You will see the message coming from me. And the winner will be announced, and you will have 3 days to contact me. There will be several drawings. There won't be just one winner. I want to have all my subscribers feel that it's been a fair drawing. So I have put as of this video, I have 135 subscribers, and I have put all of them in the drawing pool. And I really appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate you following me, watching my videos, It is helping me to get to my goal. And my goal right now is 500 subscribers so that I can offer discounts. And right now I can't post any links. And I really want to post some links for you of the products that I'm using. But until I hit 500 subscribers, I'm very limited to what I can do. So please, hit that subscribe button and help me. The ones that have subscribed, I thank you very much. And those of you who have not subscribed yet, please just hit that subscribe button. And that will help me on my way. Also, please hit the like button should you like my videos. And do leave me a comment. That does help my channel grow. Not just subscribing helps, but liking and commenting also helps as well. Now I'm just going to blow this out so I can get rid of the extra powder, so that when I come back I can just clean that away. Now I will do this rest and fast forward so you don't have to watch the tedious. I have our resin all mixed up, and I decided to go with one of my glitters instead. Isn't that gorgeous? Trying to get it all mixed up. I have an awful lot in this cup, and I think I overmixed, but I will find something to do with it if I don't use it all. I should have found a longer stick or used one of my stirrers, but these tongue depressors do an awful good job. Alrighty, I think I have that all mixed in, and I am going to add a few drops of the glue just because of the stand that holds these coasters, because the glitter will sink in the stand, but I'm going to add that glue after I fill the coasters. So here we go. Now I can't spray the coasters because I did use the powder on the edges, and the alcohol would make them run, that would, you know, wash the color off. So I can't use any of the alcohol. So we're gonna have to just take the chance that the bubbles will stay away. So let's give this a pour. And I'd really rather pour it into something small first. That way I don't risk spilling it all over the place. There we go. So at least I can wipe off my edge a little. So I shall fill up the first coaster. Isn't that pretty? And I think them two colors are going to mix very well. Once I get a little more out of this cup, then I'll be able to pour directly out of this cup. But right now I need to just use the smaller one just to get started. And I am going to leave these a little bit off because I do need to move this tray. And lately when I move the tray to my heat mat, it seems to spill. So I am going to leave that just a little bit low, and I'll finish topping it off when I get it over to the mat, the heat mat. So I am going to get these partially filled, and it don't look like I made too much extra, that's for sure. So let's wipe off the stick so that we can clean out this little cup. We don't want to waste anything. Now I want to add my glue when I fill up the coaster holder. So I'm not going to add the glue right now. So I'm going to wait until I move the tray. Because I want to finish filling up these coasters before I put anything into the holder. So I'm just going to leave that right there. And it seems like I got one coaster on top of the, yes I do, on top of the other. So they are pretty much almost filled. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be moving my tray over to my mat, and actually I might just switch cameras so that you can see what I'm doing. So give me just a moment. I will switch my cameras so you can finish with seeing what I'm doing. Alrighty, I have you over my heat mat, and I apologize for the lighting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish filling up those coasters, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to fill up the coaster holder. So let's finish filling up those coasters. Actually, they look pretty good, actually. So I'm going to go ahead with the coaster holder, just so I know I have enough. And this is the glue trick. And I have about 200 milliliters or whatever it is. So I'm going to put in probably 4 drops for the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to stir that up and see how that does for me. And see how that's starting to congeal? It's starting to get thick. That will help keep my glitter suspended. And now I'm going to fill up the coaster holder and hope that I have enough. And I'm going to stop right there and just cut it, because you have to cut it when you got the glue. And I'm just going to make sure it's going down into these crevices. Making sure I'm getting out the air bubbles. I mean, it's not so much on the edges as it is these small ones in the middle that you got to make sure you get the air out of. And make sure that you're letting the resin go down in. See the air coming out? So we just got to make sure we're letting the air out so that the resin can sink down in without scraping where we have the powder. And then we just top it off. And make sure it's full. You do want to slightly dome it because it will shrink as it cures. And then we can put a little bit more in each one of our coasters. However, now that we've put the glue in, it is going to stay in one spot. It's not going to spread as easily. But I think I filled the coasters very well, so we shouldn't have an issue, but I really don't want to dump this in the middle where I didn't put glue in to begin with. So we'll put this in something else. So we will have a surprise demolding. If I can find something that's going to accommodate that. Just going to wipe my hands off a little bit. Valentine's is coming, so I do need some Valentine's bookmarks. And I do need some Valentine's keychains, and so we can just put a little bit in this mold. And you do need to cut it because it is difficult. I'm going to put a little in that one and a little in this big one. And when you have the glue, it's very easy to overflow something because the glue makes it very sticky. It's very stringy. So let's see, what do we have that I could put that in? I have things around everywhere, but I'm very picky on what I want to make. Need a couple of these so we can get some of those made. Just never know how, with Valentine's coming right around the corner. Just want to make sure I get it in my corners. Get it up around the top where you've got the keyhole there. Or the trinket holder, I should say. Make sure that it's up there, that you don't get any bubbles. I still got some space here. Alrighty, I'm going to switch cameras again. And now this is a new mold that I ordered. and it has come in, and it was one I was going to do with you at a later date, but I guess we're going to be doing 2 for 1 today. So it's a jewelry mold, and I just want to get some of this jewelry pieces so I can get some made. So I want to have some of these big dangly ones. I want some of those made. And I have already been using it, so I am gearing up for a craft fair that's coming up, and I just wanted to get some things made. Trying to get that stuff out of there before I put some more things in it. And you just clean it up. You got little micro brushes and baby wipes and stuff, and this is a very nice mold. I can't tell you where I got it right off the top of my head, but it came in a very nice mold. I will let you know at a later date. But she makes amazing molds. Alrighty, so we're going to make some drop down dangly earrings. Like so. And just cut it right off. And you do want to dome these a little bit, because they will shrink as they cure. Even with the glue, they will. And I just put them two together. So that means now I'm going to have to separate them when I take them out. But you can also do this, and that will soak up some of the resin that you put in. And then just pick it right up. It's very difficult when you have the glue to do this, but because it does make a mess, see what I mean? But then you just wipe it clean when you can. This is a very hard mold. And I just clean it off, and then I'm gonna refill it as I make a mess everywhere else. Told you I was a messy Marvin. Well, I don't have to worry about filling that one already because there's already some in it. So, let me see what I can do without having to make a mess all the time. Let's see if I can just use a spoon. I could have used a pipette instead. I just want to get this back up to where it needs to be, because I took a lot out. And yes, I'm making a mess. It's dripping on my tray, but I can clean that up. There we go. Now down to the next size. This is what I meant. I didn't have to worry about getting it out of that area. hard to use a pipette though when you have glue. Oops, I'm dropping my... So... Just letting it drip right in there. I'm cutting it off when I don't want it. I'll come over here and do this size. Do some dangly ones. And what else do I want? I guess I could do those dangly ones. That one looks a little too full. Got it. Okay. Now, we still have a little bit in here. So, let's see. I do have some of my other ones here. Still have my little dog tags. I haven't made any of them. This is why I like keeping my little assorted bag and behind, by me, so I can fill up things. And then I wash them and I put them back in the bag and then I reuse them. Let me see, did I put enough in there? Not quite. And this is all you do. When you're done doing your main project, just fill up whatever you got left and then go from there. But isn't this beautiful glitter? I'll be using the big one from now on, so I will clean that up and reuse that. And of course I will have these all demolded and finished before you see them again. getting down there. Just got to put a little bit more in this one. I'm going to get that one. Then I'm hoping I have enough for the dog tag. Let's see how these are first. Make sure we have no air bubbles underneath the ridges. And they look really good, so them are good. We got a little bit left. Let's see what we can come up with next. Probably that one. Let's get that stuff out from underneath it so that it's level. I'm wondering what I did with my stick. Let's let that fill up around before I add any more, because you want to get the air bubbles out in between and under the ridges. And that actually looks like that's pretty well full. Okay, so let's go back to this. Go back to this one. Just gonna let it fill up till I know it's full, and then cut it off. Now I'm gonna pull off one glove. So that we can get rid of the bubbles. And I'm going to do the same thing to the coasters. And then you do a little bit to the jewelry. And then we let it sit. And as soon as these are cured, then I will be back. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just trying not to put my lighter in the resin. And there we have those. And like I said, when everything is cured, then I will be back. So I shall see you in a little bit. Our items have cured and they are ready for demolding and ready to be decorated. So let's get going. Let's start with the first one. Oh, now that came out nice. They blended together very nicely. And of course I'll just have some cleanup to do, and I'll put those right in the wash bin. Look at that, that came out very nice. I got a few rough edges, but I can smooth them down with my handy little sander. Can't think today. Alrighty. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful glitter. Isn't that nice? Actually, I may fill these on the back before we do the front, just to get rid of this rough edge. Let's do that. I think it's because I didn't fill up the mold all the way. I wanted to conserve for the holder, so I have a little bit of a rough edge. So I can either take it down or fill it. Now this one is all the way around. Now this one is all the way around. But this one stops right here. It goes even. So in order for me to get that, I'm going to have to bring that down. So I may just sand that off instead of filling the back. But let's get these demolded while I think about it. I've never made the holder before. And remember, I took the powder and just went everywhere just to get it to blend in so it could match the coasters. Sorry, I have to bring this fairly close to myself to get it started. There we go. Goodness, this is a tough one. I'm sorry, I have to bring it close to me in order to get a good grip, because it's got such fine, you know, it's intact. Let me get it started and I'll show you. See what I mean? It's in the details. Oh goodness, there it is. Whew, that was a workout. And then we got the powder colored. Oh, I didn't get enough powder right there. But hey, came out very nice. And then my little splashes on the side. But that looks very nice. And then our coasters just stand right up inside, like so. And you put all 4 of them in. If I can get them picked up today. There we go. And then our coasters stand in the holder, like so. But let's get them decorated. And then I will flatten the back. And I even put a little bit of a decoration on this. I had some left over from when I was doing the jewelry. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfect or anything, just so long as it matches the coasters. I can put something on the sides. So let's see what we're going to use today for these coasters. I've actually let them sit for a couple days to make sure they're cured, because sometimes these don't have the time to cure and they're real bendy, but this baby is solid. Alrighty, let's see what we're going to do today. First we got to separate some. And by doing that, you just want to go around your stickers there, and then pick what we want to have. There's a tree there. Then we have a tree here. I'm just wondering if I should pick something else that I can just go across with. But the original plan was the cherry blossoms. So we're going to stick with that. Wait until you see what I did with the jewelry. I should be showing you that now, but I will show you that periodically here in a moment. Alrighty. And then you just want to trim close enough to your sticker so that you can at least get the resin all the way around it to get it sealed. And this is what I do. I just go in the best I can, get as close as I can without clipping the sticker, and I just trim it off. And of course these are full of static. And I did find when I was doing the jewelry that I did, even though I had it really flat, I still had air bubbles coming up. I think that's because there's a lot of air in the sticker itself. Let's just take a little bit out of here. I'm going to do one with you and then I'll fast forward the rest, because you don't need to see me intricately cutting around trees and bushes. And then you just want to take your sticker. You want to make sure you know where you want to have it before you start laying it down, because once it sticks, it sticks. And this is what we do. And then you just want to make sure it's secured. And then we move on to the next one. Alright, now that's a fairly big tree. This is a little one. And now I'm just gonna do the holder on one side. And then I will continue with fast forward. And again, I'm just getting as close as I can to the sticker. And it really doesn't matter here because it's, you know, it's a large area, but I'd like to get as much access to the sticker itself with the resin. Now in this case, I'm going to have to UV it. And then we just take off our sticker. And sometimes these aren't able to get it, so you have to use tape. Put tape on one side, tape on the other side, then you pull it apart. So if I can't get that here in a second, I'm going to show you that. Oh, I got it. You also want to make sure your stickers aren't going over your edges, because once you put your resin on, this will cause your resin to go over the edge. Now I have a rough edge here, and I'm going to take my emery board, which I couldn't think of a minute ago. And I'm just going to smooth that down. There we go. Then I have these boards. Which smooths it down even further. Then you just want to clean the dust away. But I also use a one of these, like for nails, because it gives you steps. Let me show you. Where is it? Step 1, shape. Step 2, smooth. Step 3, buff. Step 4, polish and shine. Now this works amazing. No, I've already done all that. So now I want to just get this and now it's ready to be resined. And then I usually take one of my micro brushes and I clear away the dust before I even try using putting resin on. So I just use the alcohol because the alcohol will evaporate. And I'm just clearing out the dust. And then once I put the resin on, that will disappear. So let me check my other edges here before I go into too much detail. I'll fix that when I get there. This one needs some work, but I'll do that after I have already resined that. Okay, so we have that one done. So what are we going to do next? Now I will fast forward from now on, but when I'm ready to use the resin, I will slow it back down for you. Alrighty, I'm just going to do some UV resin on both sides just to seal in the sticker. And you don't need a lot, you just need a coating. And then you just want to clear any openings, any gaps that may be in the middle. And then you want to pull it to the edge. I just love the effects that resin has on things. Things that are dull, all of a sudden they're shiny. It's just amazing. So tell me, what do you think of my coaster so far? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. That would help my channel out a lot, and I would appreciate it very much. And don't forget to like, comment on my videos if you want to be entered in my drawing. You gotta like, comment, and subscribe, and then you will be entered into my drawings. Now I have entered already my prior subscribers because they were already subscribed before I had started the drawings. So they were automatically added. And I'll tell you why I'm giving you guys an incentive. I need to get to 500 subscribers in order to bring you guys any of the next level benefits. And I'm really anxious to get to that next level, so I need 500 subscribers, and I would appreciate it if you all would help me out, because that allows me to offer you links to different websites, bonuses, discounts. But I gotta get that 500 subscribers. I also need 4,000 watch hours. So if you guys could please watch my videos, I would be very happy and very gracious. So I think I have it down now, and I'm ready to hook up the UV light. And I am going to have to hold this for the full 5 minutes, so I am going to turn down the camera, and I will be back when she is cured. I have our resin all mixed up, but I wanted to show you I did both sides of the holder. Came out pretty nice, except this one did have a couple bubbles. But other than that, it came out nice. There we go, now you can see it. It came out really good. So now we're going to do the coasters. I'm just going to move that out of the way. And all we're going to do is a little top coat. I've already wiped the tops off and push this down as much as I can over and over and over. So let's get our resin on there. Let me just move this over so it's more in my reach. So I'm just going to dump a small amount on the top and then spread it around. And pray that it's going to stay and not go over the sides. Which I probably should have lifted these up before I did that. Let me see, what do I got nearby? Just in case this does decide to go over the edge. I'm setting up for another video, so I have some stuff here in front of me. So I'll just use these bottles. I've got another small one here. There we go. Now, if it happens to run over, then I'm safe. Alrighty, now I will get a tool that I want to use. And again, you just bring it to the edge. And I know that's not enough. In fact, I'll just put some on each one and let it do its thing. And it might spread on its own. Reaching over them. That's why I decided not to do those ones yet, because I'm reaching over them. And then I'm just bringing it to the edge a little bit with my stick, and then I'll come back with my pointed tool and get it right to the edge. So I'm just judging how much I'm actually going to need. Still gonna need a little more here. Oh, I forgot to put my gloves on. My bad. I think I got enough on there now. That I can spread it around. And then I'm just bringing it to the edge as usual. And hoping it's not going to go over. But aren't these beautiful? I love cherry blossoms. Just lightly bringing it to the edge. I'm sorry I'm not that talkative, I'm concentrating. This is where most of your bubbles gather, is right smack on the edge. We don't want that. Just trying to make sure I'm getting it to the edge. It's kind of a ways away from me, so it's hard to see to make sure I'm getting it all. And I just missed right there in the thing, so I'm hoping I didn't cause a drain. In other words, a path for the resin, so that it will drip over. There we go, I think I got it all. I'm going to stand right up and look right down at it. So I am right now looking at your view. And I think we got it. And on to the next one. This one looks like it ran over. Right there. And there's our coasters. And they are running over a little bit. So I'm undecided on whether I want to go around the edge. I may go around the edge with some UV resin to match the rest. I'm not quite sure. Because now we're going to have some shiny edges and then dull edges. But I like the fact that this was matte finish and then the center was finished, you know, glossy. But we are going over the edge here and there's nothing I can do to stop it. I do see some issues here on this edge. I don't think that's keeping enough resin to keep this covered. So I'm just going to push some back this way. There we go. Because I definitely don't want to have to sand where I don't want to have to take off my sticker. See, and now we've got another one where it's going to start to drip. That's what makes me think I should just take my finger and just go all the way around and just resin it all. But then that's going to cause an issue. So I may just wait until this has cured and then I'll come back with some resin and just go around the edge and let that dry. So as soon as this has cured, I will be back with you. And here they are, all finished. And I made a pair of earrings. Sorry, I couldn't put them together because I needed to order some more O-rings. So here's a pair of earrings. And again, I wasn't able to put the trinkets or the tassels on because I needed to order some more of the small O-rings. But here's a keychain. And here is another keychain. And here is another keychain. As you know, I love keychains. But here's another keychain. And here is another keychain. Only a couple more, guys. And here's another one. And here's our last one. Now, as far as the jewelry pieces that I made out of that mold, I haven't decided what I was going to do with those yet, so they're in my box for to be finished box. So you'll see those at a later date. But our coasters are all finished, and our coaster holders all finished. So now we just need to put them in the holder. And they are ready to rock. And that's how they sit. So I thank you for joining me for this tutorial. And I hope everyone is happy and healthy. I hope everyone's crafts are turning out amazing. You all have a blessed day. Please do check out my eBay store that's listed in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.